Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. I'm VIP. Welcome to another video of mine. And actually, this one is actually special. I cannot take away that fact. And what I'm doing today is, well, in my previous video, I basically spoke about moments in my trading career where every single step I had to do something to get to the next level. So if I was in maybe level C, there was something that I did that took me to level D and level E. So at every interval, at every stage, there are certain things that you do. And one of the very first thing that I did is what I'm going to try to explain to you in this video, which is to block out all the noises. What I mean by that is, like, let me just give you a backstory of mine. I started forex, and then I was joining a lot of different groups. This one VIP group, this one that one guy, that one this happened. Realistically, I was in almost maybe 200, maybe 50 to realistically 50 to 200 groups, like different forex group at the time. And some of them were really popular, some of them are just coming up. I was just in a lot of different groups. And then he hit me one day and I'm like, I'm getting updates from this group, getting updates from this group, getting updates from this group. Which one should I follow? I was just being logical about that decision, and I decided to just quit all the groups, no one exception. So I quit all the groups, and then the noise reduced, and so I could hear my own self, hear my own thought, hear what I personally feel and think about certain situations concerning forex industry. And that's the first, very, very, very first step that I did that took me to point A to point B. Let's put it that way, of at least a little mile further and higher in my journey at the time when I started, right? So I'm making this video for the people that are in that level right now. I am telling you, I'm not one to try to give people advice, and I don't even listen to anybody's advice that I don't see that they have the results I'm looking for. But let me just break it down. You get to a certain level in your industry or in your space where, because of the past mistakes you've made in the past, gives you certain qualification to be able to give certain advices, right? So, for example, at this stage, at this moment in my forex journey, I'm not a multi-millionaire in dollars and euros, so I cannot give advice about those things. But I've been in situations where I moved from point A to point B because of certain things that I did, and I'm very sure we'll be able to help you as well if you just listen, right? The very first thing that happened was I blocked out all the noise, removed myself from all the groups, and I started, thinking logically about certain things, right? If somebody has, then I started going through the phases of, getting to know what works, following through that course, and basically giving everything I have to make sure that I get what I want. And then I made a mistake there as well, which I'll come back to in another video. But the first very thing that I did was to leave all the group, block out the noises, don't listen to nobody's trade or nobody's trade idea, and just basically focus on myself and being rational about the decision. Now, the next step you might ask after leaving all of this group, what is it? What's the next thing you are most likely supposed to do? Right? For so many people, it's very different. But for me, at this level and state that I am, I would tell a beginner to say, listen, I want to get into the forex trading industry. Fine. Who is good at this thing? Who is making money consistently? No, like actually making money, and not basically giving false signals or false results and all of that. So I'll find someone that actually makes me money and then do exactly what they do. Now, to do exactly what they do would basically require to give some sort of financial resource, or it will just cost you something. It might be to watch their videos and spend hours on their charts and see how they do, or actually pay the person and learn what they know, right? So, but whatever it will take me to actually get to that person and learn what they know that makes them money, that's what I'm going to do. And then I just choose one person, just one person, not two, not three, not four, just one person. Sit down, give your time, give your resources to make sure that you know and you actually follow that person through until you become exactly like them, or at least until you can replicate the result that they have. So that's advice that I would give to myself if I had to go back in time, like do some basic time traveling stuff and go back in time. I'm basically going to tell myself, listen, Victor, because of this state that I am right now, I'll tell myself, listen, go and search for V.I.P Academy and listen to what that guy says, pay for his mentorship, learn what he knows, and basically be like him, replicate his results. So that's what I'll tell myself, because I know what I'm doing now. So, but then in 2020, I don't want to give no form of, but that's basically what I'll do. I'm VIP, and I'll see you in the next video.